Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to Stormworks. We are back working on the flying carrier. Once again, I know it's been a little bit of some time. Some time has definitely passed since you guys saw some gameplay, or not gameplay, but building on this. But we are back. I lost some footage, long story short, and also I've been traveling. So rip to some of the videos. It is what it is. But yeah, we're here. It's back. I'm not going to abandon the project. I will say I'm starting to lose a little bit of motivation, but we're getting close. You guys will see. So if you guys kind of see some stuff in the background that's different, just know that I did lose a little bit of footage on the carrier. So that's kind of where we left off. And I could say right now what we are doing is the ball turret that is in the rear of the aircraft. We are basically going to just put on the wing. Once we do that, we're going to do a little bit of other interior decorating work and whatnot, but mostly just decoration. Not really any logic. This build hasn't really been too much logic. Trying to keep it simple just to keep the file size down for everybody. But anyways, I'm yapping. If you guys did see, we had a build challenge for this video. The build challenge did come out. If you didn't see that video, definitely go check that out. That was a fun video. A lot of really cool creations, and if you participated in that, thank you guys. Really cool to always see all of the stuff that you guys come up with. That's like my favorite part of the build challenges, is I love seeing just the variety of different stuff that you guys come up with, and different just silly things that you guys decide should be a part of the build or the challenge. So if you did participate, thank you. And yeah, we'll definitely be doing those in the future. I don't really have one set in stone for right now, but if you do want to get in on the next one, the best place to do that would be my Discord. As always, there's also a link down below to that. But I'm yipping and yapping and just kind of talking around way too much. So we're going to get in a time lapse here shortly. But in the meantime, what I'm doing right now is I am basically adding a door to, if you guys remember, that is an ammo storage room for the Parasite aircrafts. So I'm just adding a door that kind of connects these two spaces, and that way you will be able to go in there and get some ammo for this turret too. So it is going to be a little bit bigger than the other room on the other wing. That's okay. It is asymmetric. I am a fan of asymmetric designs. Don't hate me for it. But yeah, that's kind of what we're doing right now. And once we do that, we're going to start working on some of the interior downstairs in the lower floor. But I'm going to get right into the time lapse, guys. We're going to get some building done, and I will talk to you in just a moment. Alright, well, we got some of this kind of sorted out. I wanted to get the area sectioned off just because, well, it should be sectioned off. Anyways, we don't really need to talk about that too much, and if you do, then let me know down below. But anyways, we are just going to just kind of clutter this up, try to make it look a little bit busier, so there's a little bit more life going in here. I am going to just put some repair torches, some fire extinguishers back there. There isn't going to be a whole lot more going on over here. I will add some light switches, of course, but we'll do the classic kind of zone lighting like the rest of the aircraft has. So we will definitely get a player sensor going on over here too. Don't know if I'm going to do that on camera, but I'll tell you guys right now, we'll get a player sensor just like the rest of the plane. So if you are walking around and it's dark, the some lighting will turn on, so you don't need to just constantly look for light switches and flick them on and off. And if you don't even want to turn them on, you can just leave them off. So that's kind of the plan. I also noticed while testing that there was no light in this little armory room, so we're just going to throw a light in here. Not really going to put any thought to it, just need something simple. And that should be good enough. Now I use a little tank foot there to kind of cover things up, but I do want to just give this a look around. So let's make it dark real quick just to see what these lights are doing, and that's not going to work. So we'll have to move that door. That's kind of funny. I did not even realize while I was building that door that's going to be a problem, but yeah, it's going to be a problem. So anyways, back to the build editor, and we will fix that quick. Other than that, the rest of this area, I guess, looked fine. We're probably going to have to move these ammo drums or change them again, but that's okay. It is what it is. That way, honestly, now that it's 2 spaces over there, we probably can get, hopefully we can get 4 of these, and then each individual gun can get its own ammo drum. Yeah, look at that. And we can carry quite the variety, so we'll go ahead, get these labeled up. And I know it's painful, guys, I know. But gotta label your things, make sure you label your stuff. That's the most important thing. But anyways, now that door's missing, we've got to do a little bit more cluttering up. And I figured I don't really know what to do. This hallway looks a little empty. There's not too much I can do with the blocks because it's kind of a weird shape. I mean, I could do a little bit more. Probably going to come through here and do some paint, but I don't want to add paint blocks, and so that's going to be an issue too. But anyways, we're just, again, trying to clutter things up a little bit and not really add too much logic. I was thinking about maybe trying to throw a window in here, but I'm going to have to get the XML tools out if I want to do that. And I don't know if I'm going to really want to do that because I'm going to want them to be that similar kind of equilateral triangle shape. And you can't do that with the angle that we're at. So anyways, probably not going to happen. We'll just check on the jump seat real quick. I just want to make sure all of this is working. And there is a remote control for that in the bridge. So I do want to kind of clarify. You guys probably didn't see that because it happened off camera, but the rear one can be controlled via a remote control in the bridge, and so can that turret now. So just a nice little feature. You don't have to lug yourself all the way back. And then I just wanted to add a little, I guess, guard or windbreak here to kind of help you, one, locate this hatch if you do need to use it, and two, not fall off the front of the wing. So that is what that is. I don't know, just kind of a goofy detail, and I'm going to do a little bit of paint work here, and those don't line up, so we're going to have to change something, make this look a little bit better. I'm just, I don't know. I couldn't really even explain what's going on through my mind right now, but that is just me just messing with stuff, I guess. So we'll make it look better, and I just got to play with the shapes a little bit, but that's how I do a lot of the painting, and it just takes time, if I'm being honest. It's just a really time-consuming thing. But anyways, enough of that. I want to talk about something that came up in the Discord earlier, and that was kind of bringing back some of the tutorial videos. So I'm thinking about doing this, but I don't know if I really want to do like tutorials as much as maybe talk about concepts and and when I say that, I'm not going to, I could maybe do like a follow along build, but I'm not going to go over what, individual blocks do and that kind of thing. I'm just going to kind of show you guys how I do things and talk about kind of principles of how you want to design, like a boat versus a plane versus, that kind of thing. So if you guys would be interested in that, let me know. I am more than happy to look at suggestions and whatnot. I don't know. The big builds are kind of, I don't know. I want to do some smaller builds, and the build series are fun, but there's also there's a lot of pressure to basically just work on this and this only. So I don't know. I'm just looking to do something a little bit different to break up the monotony, I guess, and that was a thought that came up. So if you guys would be interested in that, definitely let me know down below. I know I'm kind of yapping. We've moved well beyond that at this point. So this is going to be a bar, if you cannot tell yet. This was by popular demand. So little bar, little hangout area for the people on the airplane while they are in flight. and just a bunch of TVs. I'm not going to actually hook them up. Again, we're trying to keep everything pretty low logic, pretty simple here. And yeah, I'm just going to play around with blocks and shapes and just see what I can do to, just make this a little bit nicer looking. And when I do that, I am going to hit you guys with one more time lapse, and then we will talk a little bit more about it. So we got all of that sorted out. I'm just going to move these trash cans real quick, and that'll just give us a little bit more room. Maybe throw a fake medicine cabinet on the wall and call it a day. So this part of the room is more or less done. We're going to do obviously a little bit of paint work, but this hallway is mostly done too, which is kind of cool. So down the hallway, you guys didn't really see it, but the bedrooms that are down there are made by you guys. They are made by the winners of the challenge. So I have all of them but one at this point. So those are all set to go. The mess down there, we kind of have to finish the mess, not the actual like messy mess, the food mess. Sorry, but yeah, we have to finish that down there. And after we get that done, then we have to do a little bit of detailing in the cockpit and around the rest of the ship. But then we should be more or less done. So I mean, that is the bright side, guys. I know a lot of you have been kind of asking, hey, where's the carrier? Where's the carrier? Well, it's been getting worked on, and it's really, really big, so please be patient. But the nice thing is this floor is almost completely done at this point, so you guys can look forward to that, and the interior of this is pretty much basically shaped out at this point. I know what I'm going to do where we put the turret on the other wing. I know what I'm going to do there. Now, I'm not going to fill in the wingtips, guys. Probably just going to make it laggy and not really be used. So probably not going to use those. If you want to, do your own thing in those, feel free. You're going to have to build sideways because they spawn sideways. But yeah, that's all right. I'm just going to add a bunch of lighting in here too. So that's something that I cut a little bit of that out of the time lapse. Figured you guys probably didn't need to see 5 to 6 minutes straight of just lighting. But one other thing I want to do with this floor is I want to add basically a little workshop. Now it's not going to be like a machine shop, but it's just going to kind of be like an extra storage space where you can work on things, a couple wrenches, a vise, that kind of thing, like a workbench. Just a workbench area. I'm going to fence this off from the rest of the cabin. And now that I think about it, I probably should have a hard wall there in between the crew or the crew space in this, at least. I don't know. I have to see how the fence looks, because you don't really want stuff flying through that fence in the case of an accident. You don't really want I just put a gas tank down. So, imagine a scuba tank just smashing into your head. That would probably not be great for you. So, but it looks like that fencing is sort of, I don't know. I might have to add more crossbars to make it feel a little bit safer and more realistic. But this is kind of the idea. And I figured this was a great place to put it. It's right off of the hangar, and that way, if you do have it loaded with vehicles, which is not a super unrealistic thing to think, you can totally fit vehicles back there. You could fit probably 6 to 8 pickup trucks, and honestly, you could probably fit a couple tanks. So there's that, and I figured if you really need to, you can do some maintenance on them, some basic maintenance. And it's just another easy way for me to fill the space. I know that's kind of really weird. Normally I don't have a hard time filling the space, but this is an airplane and I'm trying to keep it simple, so I don't really know what to do with a lot of the space. A lot of my ships get filled with, weapon systems, fuel tanks, HVAC stuff, all sorts of plumbing, ballast, all sorts of stuff like that. And I'm not making this plane to that level of complexity because I want it to not really lag the game too much. So it's a little weird, because for once I'm like, I don't really know what to do with all of this space. But anyways, enough of that, guys. That is pretty much going to be the end of the episode. So if you made it to the end, thank you so much. As always, we're just going to add a couple of vents in here, and then after this we will spawn it in, and I'll kind of show you guys what we've done. So let's just do one more run, bring it up here so it feels a little bit less one-sided, and that should be good to go. Give her a save and spawn it in, and we're in real time now. So let's just check out what we did. Now I apologize, the audio got caught on this one. My OBS is really messed up. I'm sorry, guys. But yeah, you guys can see the workshop over here, nice and simple. And just a nice area to kind of throw some junk if you need to. But this is the space we've got to finish up here. We've got all this, the mess. And I think the rest of this floor is pretty much good and polished. And I'll just go ahead and throw the nighttime on for you guys so you can see what the lighting's kind of looking like right now. But guys, that's pretty much all I've got for you in this one. So if you made it to the end, again, thank you so much. Really appreciate the support. It means the world. And I'll catch you in the next episode. I hope you all have a wonderful rest of your day.